Hey yo, welcome to more interesting things in Warframe. Oh, wait, give me a second. Much better. Okay, so as I was saying, welcome to more interesting things in Warframe. Today we'll be talking about procs, a little bit about my Sentinel, and of course, I'm gonna show you something crazy at the end. So let's talk about the Sentinel. Now there are three types of companions, the Kubro, the Kavat, and the Sentinel. The Sentinel may lack in combat capabilities, and who could forget the insanely good buffs the Kavat could offer. But even so, a lot of people is still running with Sentinels, and one of the reasons is because vacuum is very addictive. The Sentinel doesn't scale well with the enemy, if it even scales at all. However, it does have some very useful perks, like ammo case for the ammos on the respective weapons that you are using, Guardian to regenerate your shields, Sentry for protecting you when you are reviving an ally, and Coolant Leak that slows enemies near you. Most of the mods I use is mainly to keep the Sentinel alive for the sole purpose of vacuum. But what if we can change this and make the Sentinel more useful and scale to any level of enemies? For that, let's look at its weapon. And I'm using the Super Prime, which is its default weapon. It is a shotgun that does mostly impact damage. Then I modded it with blast damage and electric damage. And what happened here is that the impact will stagger the enemy, the blast will knock them down and all others in a 5 meters radius, and electricity will stun the enemy. And all these status effects and procs here will buy you time and keep you safe and render the enemy useless. As long as the enemy isn't immune to status proc, it will work on all enemy levels. To further increase the chance of proccing, I increase attack speed, I use Hell Chamber to increase status chance, I increase its reload speed, and a little bit of punch through. Now, while a demonstration of Sentinel is being played at the background, I would like to address a misconception about status chance and shotguns. Many believe that shotguns are poor at proccing status, and that is not entirely true. Statistically speaking, it is the same if they have the same fire rate and the same status chance. They will proc at the same rate. But rifles generally has a higher fire rate and shotgun generally has a higher status chance. And I believe this is how the game compensates between them. If you like me to work out and explain how the shotgun status chance formula works, just leave a message at the comment section below. Now if you kind of think of it, if you were to miss with a rifle, you'll have 0% of causing a proc. But if you were to be inaccurate and only partial of the pellets in the shell were to hit, you still have a chance of actually proccing stats. So isn't the shotgun better in this aspect? Feel free to debate with me at the comments. I'm sure we'll have a great time as long as you're not out there to get me. Sadly, I do not have all the Sentinel weapons, but between the Laser Rifle Prime and the Super Prime, it is obvious that the Super procs better. Before I move on to the next topic, we need to understand the type of status and which proc stays on the enemy and for how long. So I won't actually be explaining what each status effect does, but instead we'll just talk about what are the types and what is the duration and also whether or not it's stackable. So let's start with impact. It has 0 duration and it is not stackable. This means because it has 0 duration, you won't be seeing an icon at the enemy's heads up display. Puncher has 6 seconds and it is stackable. This means if you were to proc Puncher again within the 6 seconds, it will stack up with the previous debuff. Next one is Slash, which we are all very familiar with. It is stackable, it has 6 seconds. And next is Heat, it has 6 seconds as well, but it is not stackable. If you were to proc it again within the 6 seconds, it will only renew the duration. Cold works the same, but it only has 2 seconds. Toxic is 8 seconds, it is stackable. Electricity is 3 seconds and it is not stackable. Blast is 2 seconds and it's not stackable. Gas is 8 seconds, it is stackable. Now thing about gas is the effect or the thing that is stackable is not exactly gas, it is actually toxic. So that's why it has an 8-second duration, same as toxic, and also it is stackable just like toxic. The way the damage done is a little bit different, but I won't be discussing it here. If you want to, maybe on a future video. Next is radiation. It is 12 seconds, but it is not stackable. Viral, of course, it is not stackable, and it has 6 seconds. And finally, corrosive. It has 0 duration and it is not stackable. This means that you will also not be seeing a corrosive symbol on the enemy's heads up display. Okay, next let's look at some common questions people would ask or wonder. First question is there a limit to the amount of procs you can do on an enemy? Answer is, there is no known limit you can inflict on an enemy, and the reason why most of us will only see up to 4 procs is because only 2 out of the 3 non-elemental status can be displayed, which is puncture and slash, and only up to 2 element types can be used on your weapon, no matter how you mod it with all kinds of elements. Next question. Does a stackable proc work with healing return and condition overload? Answer is, healing return yes, and condition overload no. Keep in mind that condition overload is referring to the types of proc, and also for impact and corrosive will not work on either of them. Final question, if I shoot an arrow or bullet and it penetrates the first enemy, will the other enemies after it still get procced? And the answer is yep. Alright, over here we have the lesion, and I know what you're thinking, oh no, another lesion build, but just bear with me. What I'm about to tell you, you can use it to apply on any other weapon. As long as it has a good status chance, it will work. Okay, so right now we have this set of build. We have condition overload, we have 4 of the status chance increment elemental mods, then we have the rendering strike. Now you're probably wondering why the rendering strike, why not, let's say, berserker or something else that could increase the base damage a lot more, or I mean the overall damage a lot more. But the reason why is because I want to buff up my puncher damage, otherwise it'll be too low to proc puncher. Impact is not taken into consideration when it comes to conditional overload. That's why I want puncture instead. So just to have this will give me a slight chance of it actually coming out. Now the thing that I would like to talk about with the lesion is that right now we have 100% status chance, and keep in mind that for every hit there is a maximum amount of status you can inflict, which is 2 at a time. So now the question comes is that which I have radiation, I have viral, I have slash, I have puncture, and I also have impact. So which one will come? Which 2 of these 5 will happen? And that all depends on the damage, the amount of damage it has. Now without rendering strike, my slash is lowered. Alright, remember that this figure is not exactly correct, but it is somewhat pretty close. So it's lowered by a lot. Look at the white figure by, okay, it's not a lot, it's about 100 something in comparison with the others. So the radiation and viral will proc more often than the slash, but that is not what I want. I want the slash to have either equal or at least more chance of proccing, because slash damage will cut through armor and still cut a tomato. So that is what I want. So that is why I decided to make it equal with rendering strike, and with the extra puncture, it helps to trigger the extra 60% from the condition overload. So win-win. Now, just to prove that the damage is the thing, the key that makes which one proc first. I'm gonna make a comparison right on the spot. So over here I'm gonna use, let's say, Fever Strike. So my viral went up to 700. So let's see what happened when I use this weapon with 100% status chance on a enemy. Let's see what proc first. Oh boy. Okay, first slash, nothing. There you go, viral came out first. Radiation still not out yet. Still nothing. Still nothing. Most likely the viral is like taking over most of the, there you go, radiation came out. And okay, should proc viral really easily. Let's see. There you go, another viral came out. Okay, now let's try with another mod. Let's try to buff the radiation instead. Okay, so you can see that just now the radiation took a little bit longer to come out. We're gonna try and buff radiation now and see how fast would it come out. I really don't feel like retaking this video, so if it doesn't come out, I'm just gonna say that it's chance by chance. You know, you're just unlucky you don't get to see it. Oh my god. Okay, so right now I'm gonna do it. Wait, does that count? I don't think so. There you go. See, immediately that hit gave it a radiation instead of viral. And do it again. Okay, radiation has a 12 second proc time, so let's just wait it out. Oh my god, 12 seconds. 12 seconds. So, yep. Okay, there you go. So let's see what happens. There you go. Immediately on the first hit, radiation again. And I haven't seen any viral. What's wrong with the viral? Come on. There you go. Viral came out. Okay, so we know that the damage will decide which one it picks out of the two, and it'll only come out 2 per hit. Now I know when you see the enemy, immediately you see more than 2 status on it. It's all because of my Sentinel, and this is why the Sentinel modded this way is so good, because those status will also stack with condition overload. So imagine your Sentinel can do, let's say, 3 types of status. Let's say puncher, let's say what is it, blast and electricity, and then you yourself, the Warframe, could do radiation, viral, and slash, let's say. So you have a total of 6, a times 6 multiplier thingy on this thing. So it's like 6 times 60%. Oh yeah, and another thing, I have a feeling that this works a bit differently. I still cannot prove it because the damage is a little bit hard to calculate. But then I have a feeling that every 60% given by the condition overload is a separate multiplier, which makes it really, really strong. But I do not have the exact proof yet. Maybe someday soon. But meanwhile, I just want you to take a look at this build and see how cool it is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna put in Fury so that I could attack a little bit faster, and then I'm gonna run 1 round with this. Yes, so we can see. Maybe I'll put a timer on the video just to show how fast it took. Okay, I'm gonna block. Oh man, stand up. Sorry, let's just ignore the first hit. Okay, because of that stun, I just wanna avoid that. Okay, so that took like 16 hits. Let's do it again. Go. Oh shit. Oh, it fell down. Okay. And there you go. 4 hits. 4 hits and it died. I'm gonna do it again. Go. Oh, it fell down again. Great. Oh, 8 hits. At 8 hits, it died. So something is definitely going on here. Like, we do not have the shattering impact, so the armor is still there. We do not have, what do we not have? We do not have corrosive, so the armor is definitely still there. What could have killed it so fast is most likely the bleed, but how did it bleed so much is a very interesting question. Now at first I thought it might be a bug, but then because it's so consistent, I think there's more to it, and I have my doubts, and I have a feeling that I know what is it that's causing it. But instead of just revealing it, I would like to see what you guys think. So as many as possible, as in whoever that thinks you know the answer to it, just give it a shot. Let me know at the comment section below. So I'm going to use another weapon with the exact same setup. Everything here is the same. Rendering strike, blah blah blah. Pressure point 3. Alright. And let's see how many hits. Now this weapon is slightly not as good because it has a lower status chance and also lower attack speed. But let's see. Let's just see. Oh yeah, he fell. Oh shit! How did he do that? Okay. Oh, there you go. 9 hits. The last hit was crazy. Okay, let's do it again. Here we go. So the key is to stack up the stats, and you definitely need your Sentinel to do this right. Oh, there you go. 5 hits. 5 hits. Without the Sentinel, you cannot achieve this. I will show you by stripping away my Sentinel. So there is a lack of at least two status proc without the Sentinel. If you can get a Sentinel that does, instead of impact damage but puncture, that would be great as well. There you go, that's a stun, and here I go. And it died. 37 hits. Not bad, but compared to just now, it's like, oh, meh. And let me just give you a little hint of what happens and how it died so fast. It has something to do with them falling down because of the blast. So that's my hint. See if you could find out what is the cause of them dying so quickly. Now there is also another thing I like to add is that there is a specific Warframe that is better for this, which is, I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Shane? I don't know. What she has is, I'm gonna switch back to deletion. What she has is the third skill that gives toxic to the melee weapon. I'm not sure if it works on the primary weapon or not. I need to do more reading. So it gives toxic to the weapon, and this toxic does not get mixed up with the other elements because I have viral, right? Viral is cold plus toxic. It doesn't increase the toxic there. It is a separate toxic damage. So with her, I could actually increase another. Oh, I almost died. I just realized I do not have my Sentinel with me. I need my Sentinel to show that amazing damage. Here we go, I'm gonna get my Sentinel. Alright. Oh yeah, and also deletion also provides toxic damage, but that toxic damage will be mixed with whatever you have on. So let's say viral, so it will increase the damage of my viral. Whereas this Warframe's third skill, it will not. Alright, let's see how fast this works. Aw, it's not very fast. Okay, so 13 hits. Let's do it one more time, and I guess that will be the end of the video. Oh yeah, by the way, I just saw that my channel had hit 300 subs, and I'm so grateful and so happy. And there you go, 8 hits. Wow. So yeah, anyways, thanks for the subscription, and take care, you guys. Have fun in Warframe, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, if you have a good title or a good topic for me to make a video of, do leave it at the description below, because you know, I'm kind of running out of ideas. Thanks for watching, and have a pleasant day.